What's good with y'all? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I know it's been a minute since I done posted on this mug, but man, we about to get started on it, alright? So, this bike right here belonged to my oldest brother. And I did a lot of things to this bike. This bike pretty much just had a whole makeover. Feel me? Got the CPR lights. Got tour packs. Got the saddlebags new. Took the tour pack off. Painted these to get rid of the stripe like that. That's pretty much the only stripe that's on there besides the fender. New rims, new front end. Let me show y'all this front end. This front end pretty nice. Still the 2011, but we got the day makers on there. So it look real clean. New windshield. New the cover that go over it. But yeah, so I did a lot of things to this bike. We did a chain conversion, so it's got a chain now. But yeah, basically a couple days ago I did an oil change, and I should have got a picture of it, but it was a decent sized chunk of metal. Like, it wasn't just like shards or like flakes or nothing. Like, it was just this one piece of metal. And I know this motor done been through a lot. This motor done I think it done blew up twice because of the shop mistake. So that's my whole background. The reason why I started going to mechanic school is because I watched this man go through so much stuff with this bike. So I decided I wanted to go to school for it so I could do it right and really know how to tear into these. Because if y'all know, I'm into the cars. There go my built Tahoe over there. Then I just got this 88 Caprice Brougham LS. But yeah, back to this. I'm good with the cars, so I decided to go to school to want to learn how to work on bikes and stuff. So I graduated from MMI to work on Harleys. But yeah, so basically back to this. I did the oil change, found a little piece of metal in it. So I said, let's be safe than sorry, and let's tear this motor apart and make sure everything good, because we don't know if it's probably from the previous times of it blowing up, and that was just a piece that was just chilling in the reservoir back there, or if that came from the motor recently, since I done put the bike back together, because we had to switch out the tranny and everything. So yeah, I did the oil change, found that piece of metal. So I took the cam cover off and tried to see if I could see anything in there. Looked at the cams, made sure that the cams were smooth. So I didn't find anything really in the bottom end, but we're gonna take the top end apart. And basically, by taking the top end apart, I don't have to mess with these adjustable push rods and just leave them where they at. And I could take this cam, the cam plate and oil pump and stuff out, check everything, and just make sure we straight in here, because he got a ride to Palm Springs at the end of February. And I would hate for him to be in the middle of the desert and it blown up or something. So I'd rather just check it now and just take it apart. So yeah, we about to get back to it. I gotta get this gas tank off, take the seat off, and then start taking the plates off and take the jugs off, check the pistons, check the rings, because I really don't know where the piece of metal came from, but it looked like it could have been a ring or something. So we're gonna just check everything, make sure it's all straight in there, then get back to it. All right, so we just got the gas tank off, took the seat off, saddlebags off, and I took the fuse out so I could disconnect everything. So now we're about to move on to getting this intake off. And then once we get the intake off, we'll start taking the rocker boxes off and investigate in there. All right, so in continuation to the video from yesterday, I basically got, see, I got the rockers off. This one I went and took all the way down, because if you notice, hold on, let me turn the flash on real quick. So if you notice, if you look in the back by the springs back there, right, like right here, and right here, right there. Let's see if I can zoom in. So you can see that look all good, right? It looks normal. But then you come to the front rocker box, and you could tell that they was shaving it down. And on this side, they didn't shave it down enough. So I'm thinking that's where that piece of metal came from. Probably from the spring hitting it. So basically what we're about to do is we're going to find the stuff to mill this down pretty much and more. Get this so it's not in the way of the springs. And then throw it back together. I'm thinking that either that chunk of metal either came from that or is just from the previous time that this bike done blew up. Because this motor has blown up twice, I believe. So we just thinking that that's from there. We didn't hear no ticking or no knock or nothing. So I think the motor good. Just wanted to double check everything, make sure it was all smooth. So yeah, once we get that this side ground down some more, so the spring don't hit it, because you can tell the spring obviously hit it two times it looked like. So yeah. Next step is pretty much, let me turn this flash off so I can focus better. Yeah, so next step basically is get that ported around the edges, make sure that fits fine, and then throw it back together, get it ready for Palm Springs. Man, I had totally spaced out to freaking record anything, but we are continuing this thing, putting the motor back together. Y'all can't really see it, but I kind of fixed the little error that was back there with the spring and that. I ground that down some more. So yeah, we got the rocker boxes and everything back on. We're about to put the covers. That's all that's left. I got these, the push rod covers put back on. All I had to do is cam cover, rocker covers, exhaust, gas tank, and shit. We should be able to fire it up, and then I'm gonna put it like a quart of oil for the quart or so that came out of the cam cover right there. Just replace that oil, and yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get a start up after we get everything put back together, and then take it around the block and make sure everything's solid. All right, y'all, so we getting close. The motor is all put back together. Exhaust is on. Now we need is the gas tank and the seat, and we should be able to fire it up. And dang, I hope y'all heard that. Anyways, I'm gonna redo it. All right, so basically, we got the bike all put back together. I got both cylinders put back together, the exhaust put back on, cam cover put back on, everything put back on. The last thing that we need to do is the gas tank and the seat, and we can fire it up. And then we're gonna also add oil. I forgot to say that, but yeah, we're gonna add the